In the traditional enterprise software industry, the path to $1 billion in annual recurring revenue, or ARR, which measures predictable subscription revenue, is a long, grinding climb. Historically, hitting that billion-dollar mark takes a successful company roughly a decade of incremental sales. Then, in May 2025, Anthropic released Claude Code to the public. This compares a standard 10-year software growth curve against Claude Code. By December 2025, just 6 months in, it blasted through the $1 billion revenue milestone. The acceleration then increased. By February 2026, the run rate spiked to $2.5 billion, doubling its December revenue. This specific velocity breaks the established mathematical models for enterprise growth. It forces us to look under the hood and figure out exactly how Anthropic engineered their way past the standard limits of software scaling. When a product scales this aggressively, the immediate assumption is massive consumer virality, millions of individual developers paying small monthly subscription fees. But this visualization tells a different story. This block chart breaks down Anthropic's user base of over 300,000 business accounts. 80% of the product's total revenue is generated by a highly concentrated segment of large enterprise clients. We are looking at massive company-wide deployments inside massive corporate ecosystems. Specific titans of industry like Netflix, Spotify, and Salesforce integrated the tool directly into their daily engineering workflows. However, injecting AI into an entire engineering department creates a severe hidden layer of friction. These AI agents write scripts and generate complex codes so rapidly that traditional software development environments simply cannot keep up. This is the problem of operating at machine speed. When AI outputs code significantly faster than the underlying infrastructure can test and compile it, the entire system chokes on its own production rate and creates severe back-end bottlenecks. To fix this, Anthropic made a highly targeted acquisition in December 2025. They bought a company called Bun. Bun is a high-performance JavaScript runtime, which is essentially a specialized piece of software designed to execute JavaScript code outside of a web browser at extremely high speeds. By integrating Bun's architecture, Anthropic completely eliminated their back-end performance ceilings. Removing that machine speed bottleneck allowed the AI to operate at its maximum theoretical velocity. They turned a fast coding assistant into an unblockable engine capable of serving the largest enterprises on Earth. Even with that infrastructure in place, the math behind a $2.5 billion run rate poses another hurdle. You cannot double a billion-dollar revenue base in 8 weeks, strictly by selling to software engineers. To keep growing, Anthropic expanded their target demographic. In early 2026, they launched Claude Code Security, a specialized application designed to audit vast code bases and automatically identify vulnerabilities, capturing the lucrative cybersecurity workflow. But the most strategic move in their expansion was the quiet release of a product called Claude Cowork. This diagram illustrates the strategy. While the narrow funnel represents highly trained software engineers, Claude Cowork was built specifically for non-technical employees. It allowed project managers, analysts, and standard office workers to harness the AI without writing a single line of code themselves. By giving the entire corporate workforce a way to use the product, Anthropic multiplied its total addressable market, the overall revenue opportunity available if a product achieved 100% market share, practically overnight. When you zoom out from Claude Code's specific user data, you can clearly see the macro financial impact on the broader Anthropic ecosystem. Looking at this scale comparison, Claude Code's $2.5 billion slice aggressively pushed Anthropic's total company run rate to approximately $19 billion. This recurring revenue translates into a staggering capital pool, a $380 billion valuation. This single software tool went from launch to $1 billion in 6 months, and then to $2.5 billion 2 months later. That specific trajectory permanently resets baseline expectations for a successful enterprise software launch. The traditional decade-long climb to capture the software market is a thing of the past. It has been permanently replaced by the very real standard of scaling, adapting, and selling at machine speed.